Welcome to your weekly global trade update, where we break down the biggest stories in global shipping and container demand. I'm Chloe Adams from Inside World Trade, and here are the top headlines shaping international trade this week. First, the U.S. and China have extended their tariff truce for another 90 days, keeping tariffs at 30% on Chinese imports and 10% on U.S. exports until November 10th, 2025. This follows intense talks in Stockholm and prevents a massive tariff hike that could have disrupted global trade. Importers are front-loading shipments, especially holiday goods like electronics and apparel, pushing spot rates on Shanghai to Los Angeles routes to 5,176 per FEU, up 57% in just 1 week. With U.S. imports from China surging and ports like Los Angeles handling record volumes, container demand is skyrocketing, tightening supply and boosting leasing rates. For investors, now's the time to lease containers on Asia-U.S. West Coast routes, focusing on short-term contracts to capitalize on these high rates. Allocate containers to Chinese hubs like Shanghai and Shenzhen, but stay flexible with leasing agreements to prepare for tariff changes in November. Next, the Port of Long Beach just reported its busiest July ever, handling 944 Pfizer 232 TEUs, up 7% from last year. Imports jumped 11.2% to 406,700 203 TEUs, driven by the U.S. tariff pause with 14 trading partners, including the EU, Mexico, and Canada, and the U.S. China truce. This front-loading frenzy, especially for consumer goods, is straining container availability, with vessel utilization near full at 0.4% idle capacity. Despite the surge, Long Beach avoided major congestion, keeping cargo moving smoothly. Container investors can benefit by leasing to shippers on Trans-Pacific and North American routes, targeting ports like Long Beach and Los Angeles. Diversify allocations to include transatlantic routes for EU trade, and secure flexible contracts to hedge against potential tariff hikes in 2025. That's your weekly global trade update. With record port volumes and tariff-driven demand, position your portfolios for high utilization routes and monitor trade policy shifts. I'm Chloe Adams, and we'll see you next week with the latest in global shipping. Don't forget to subscribe for weekly updates. Until next time, stay informed and stay ahead.